Always paramount through every season was continuing the bromance of Will Graham and Hannibal Lecter. Now, whether one of the two were behind bars, they always needed to be in each other's vicinity, atmosphere, world, life. And so with that, I mean, that's what, I always wanted to see on the page, and I think that's what the writers loved writing and creating. How do we keep that alive?
The final embrace was really about Will Graham acknowledging that he couldn't save himself or Hannibal Lecter in this scenario, and so much of it was threaded through the earlier parts of the season, particularly in the Italian chapter, where Will is acknowledging to Chio that he feels that he has to kill Hannibal to prevent himself from becoming Hannibal. And then in the Red Dragon arc, in the scenes with Bedelia, where she says,
"You will hardly be caught a second time."
I don't intend Hannibal to be caught a second time.
Can't live with him. Can't live without him.
And Will saying clearly to Hannibal,
I don't know if I can save myself. Maybe that's just fine.
We always had, certainly I had, and I think we all had in the room, this good thing about, we never want to get to the point where Will and Hannibal have a fist fight, or Will has to take Hannibal down. It felt false somehow. And we talked quite a bit in the room, and Brian and I kept coming back to it. And at one point we were sort of saying, how can we do it literally, which was talking about Holmes and Moriarty, and the end of the Sherlock Holmes, and, off the Reichenbach falls. Are they alive? Are they dead? And it was these two mortal enemies who also had massive respect for each other, because it was in those books, it was the guy and the only guy who was possibly as clever as him. And in the end, they went off as equals, and then they went. And I always loved the idea of that as a sort of, what was the Hannibal Will version of that?
And what we wanted basically was for the two female lions to hunt down the bear together, right? And have that feeling of if we attacked one by one, we wouldn't manage. We had to do it together, right?
And in that case, the story was Will and Hannibal, like kind of a couple of small, like a pack animals, taking down this beast and relishing it and having that shared consummation of the darker side of their relationship,
This is all I ever wanted for you, Will. For both of us.
Yeah, they did a real, they did an almost, the actors were kind of having fun with it. And they got to a point for sure where, it was a loving gaze into each other's eyes before they went off. And it was sort of reminiscent of the end of season 2, plus, So it was certainly giving power to certain theories about this.
It's beautiful.
One of the things I find weird about the show, I mean, the show's got its own logic, it's its own world, and you can't really, it operates under its own rules. But like the homoerotic tension between Will and Hannibal is crazy. But no one ever says, like, did you guys fuck already? Like, no one ever says, I think Hannibal's interest is a little gay. It's never said. Like, even Jack, who you expect would go, what the fuck's going on? I mean, do you want to, what's he want with you? You know what I mean?
The love between Hannibal and Will has always been, you can feel it, but it's never been addressed in a very, it's never been explained. That's what I like about Brian's writing.
One of our first emotional moments with Will Graham is him rescuing a stray dog on the side of the road, and we see that this damaged man has great capacity to care about those around him. And after killing Francis Dollarhide with Hannibal Lecter, he realizes this is exactly what Hannibal Lecter has wanted all along. He has wanted a partner in crime, a murder husband, as it were. And the sad truth of it all is Hannibal was right. Will did enjoy it. Will thought it was a beautiful, powerful thing. And in that realization that what they experienced together was beautiful, Will realizes that his return to humanity is going to be so much more difficult than he ever anticipated. So this should be his end of humanity. And off they go.
It's beautiful.